Hi, guys. Hi, it's me, Leanna from Wellness Inspiring Spiritual Health. And today we're going to be making a juice that is really good for bronchitis. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I have been dealing with a bout of bronchitis for the last 2 weeks or so. And I really want to boost my immune system to where it needs to be in order for me to just stop hacking and coughing and everything. So am I contagious at this point? I am not. Has the virus passed? It has. For the most part, the virus has passed. How do I know? Because there's no longer green mucus, it is only white. So the mucus is still there because of the inflammation is still there, right? And so the body is trying its best to heal itself. And so I'm going to make a juice that is going to help my body heal. And um, what what is going to go in this juice is apples, pineapple, beet greens. We're putting onions in it. We're putting lemon, garlic. We're putting all this stuff in there. Why? Because these are the things that are going to help to um, boost the immune system. And when I talk about boosting the immune system, the immune system is that part of our body that keeps all those other foreign objects in check. The immune system says, hold it. Where do you think you're going? Oh no, you're not going anywhere. And it will fight off all those uh, parts of us, that all those foreign things that should not be there. Now, I have to let you guys know, because I would just be remiss in in my duties as a guide to healing, that without making sure that without putting in the proper nutrients, our bodies are not going to be able to handle things, especially as we start to age. So when we start to age, um, cells start to get broken down. Things that we've been doing for a long time, things that we have been treating our body, especially if we haven't been treating our body well, pollutants that we've been exposed to over a long period of time, just all those things will start to tear down at the body. It is important that we get proper nutrients into the body in order for the body to heal. I have been so neglectful this last year. I don't know. I don't know if it was because, retirement really set in, and I was like, oh my God, like, what do I do with my life now? Or what's going to happen to me? Like, all that crazy stuff, right? Now, mind you, I get a pension every month. I'm okay, right? Rent is over. Haven't missed a rent payment yet, right? Lights are still on. Still got plenty of food. Lord knows I got plenty of food in my refrigerator. But for whatever reason, I just stopped taking care of myself, and I haven't. And how can I possibly own a business that is all about healing and nutrition and healthy lifestyle if I'm not practicing a healthy lifestyle? So I was having a conversation with God, and God said, girl, get it together. Listen, stop with all the nonsense. I've given you everything that you need in order for you to succeed. Go out there and give the people what I told you to give them. So here I am. Now that I got that out of the way, right? My disclosure. We are Here we are. We have apples, um, and I like green apples. Now, apples have a real power antioxidant in them called quercetin. Quercetin is wonderful. Quercetin you will find in here, but you're also going to find quercetin in onions. And um, onions are really good, because not only will they have the quercetin that I just told you about as far as apples are concerned, right? Onions also have insulin. the same thing that is in garlic. So that's why onions are so fantastic. Like onions are amazing, really amazing. So we are going to put all these apples in there. And the reason why because trust me, I have 2 onions going in here. Like we need a lot of apples. we really need to like make sure like we got enough apples to cover to cover that onion. Because not only do we have onion, we have garlic that's going in here. We have ginger, turmeric, and trust me, they come with their own potency, right? Of things when we talk about taste. So these are all the apples and stuff that are going to go in there. So I have my juicer. Oh, this is just not working out well. Okay, anyway. I'm lazy. I bought some organic peeled garlic because I just didn't feel like peeling a whole bunch of garlic myself. So anyway, so we have this. This is my Kuvings Auto 10 Plus. I absolutely love it, and I'm going to show you why. So here we go. I'm going to put all this stuff in here. I need a bigger bowl. All right. So yeah, so I'm gonna take all these apples and put these apples in here. And oh my gosh, they're all over the floor. Anyway, I'm gonna take all these apples, put these apples in here, and because the apples, because when you're putting stuff inside the juicer, it's good to put it in a certain order. So then that way, let me rinse these off. Right. So then that way, when the juicer starts putting everything in it, starts juicing stuff down, then it'll take care of it. So we have our apples, we have onion, we have lemon, we have ginger root, more onion. We got a lot of onion. We have fennel. I love fennel. Right? We have carrots. And so right now we're going to take these greens. Now, the greens that you're seeing are beet greens. Yay! Right, so these have iron and vitamin C, vitamin K. Oh my gosh, and they're like so good for you. And then we're going to put the beets in there, right? We got beets, right? And we have turmeric. So we got some turmeric. We're going to put some apples in there, right? I have grapes over here. I'm going to rinse off some of the grapes. And I think I'm going to use, hold on, let me see here. I think I'm going to use, nope, I'm just going to use these grapes, right? So I'm going to rinse the grapes off, right? And of course, everything that I have, everything that I'm using is organic. So yeah, I have to. I try to use as much organic as possible. Doesn't always work out that way, but for the most part, if I can find it organic, I'm gonna get it, and I try to get what is in season. So as you can see, the hopper is, whoops. All right. As you can see, the hopper is actually to the top now, right? And we still have a lot more stuff to put in there, right? So we have a whole nother piece that goes on top. I love this juicer, right? So we have this whole other piece that goes on top. Boom. We got more room now. So now we're going to add some apples. We're going to add a piece of ginger. We're going to add apples. We're going to add onion. And we're going to make sure we get all of that in there. Half of the lemon, some more apples and onion, because we got a lot of onion, right? But we want to make sure that we're putting enough of that in there. And we have some celery green, right? And so these celery greens are from celeriac, which is the celery root. And so we're going to put all that down in there, tap that in. We have our catcher here, and we have our thing here we have that there for the, oh, I forgot to put the garlic in. Oh, gotta put some garlic in there. No worries, no worries. We're going to get some garlic. How much garlic am I putting in? I don't know. I'm just going to pour it in there. So I think I'm putting like maybe 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. Okay, probably around 10 cloves. Maybe 11, 12, something like that. But anyway, we're putting plenty of cloves of garlic in there, right? And we're going to close that. We're going to shut that down. And then we're going to turn it on. And it's going to start making juice. Now, we're going to make sure that we put some pineapple in there. So, I don't know if you guys have ever, I have a video out that will show you how I cut a pineapple. But I always take the crown off, right? So I take off the top, I cut off the top, and then I cut down the sides, right? It's close. And you have to remember, right? This is going in the juicer, so I don't have to, I want to stay as close to the skin as possible. But, you know, if you get a little green in there, it's okay. You don't want to get too much in there though, because then it becomes bitter and you don't want that. You want to make sure that we are getting all the good juicy part of the pineapple. So we have our pineapple here, right? We're going to cut off the bottom. We cut off the top, we cut off the bottom. And then we are just going to cut these down and make sure that we put these pieces in there, right? The pieces of the pineapple are going to go in there. So when you stop it, you put the pineapple. I want to put that in there and that in there. And oh, look at that. Oh dear. I'm going to get that off of there. And that, right? And then we want to put another piece there. And so we're going to close that up. And so what I love about this, look how green that is. Oh my God, this is going to be so good. This is really going to be good juice. And so I'm going to let you know what it tastes like. But again, these are all the things that we're putting in the juice. Woo, woo. We're making juice. Okay. So, as you can see, right, we have juice now. Where is the, okay. And so we have a hopper, so we have a strainer, right? And so we have this cute little device. I mean, it's just, I love my Kuving, okay? I upgraded to this one because I'm telling you, I was like, oh, well, you know, I can upgrade. So I had gotten my hands on some dough, and I said, I'm going to buy myself something nice. Guess what I got? I got a Kuving. Oh my goodness gracious. So remember, whenever you are cleaning your knives, you want to make sure that you wipe them off. You never want to put a knife in a dishwasher, or you never want to like lay it on the blade, right? It's always good to sharpen it. It's always good to sharpen it before you put it back in its seat. Um, so yeah, so I have the seat here, and boom, there you go. Knife is done. Oh, we got to get some more juice out. Okay, so as we're doing this, right? Just know that we have to. So we're gonna take this off. Whoa, hold on, and we're gonna empty this out. And so we still got more. Like I said, all this is going in here. All of this is going in here, right? So we're gonna take this and we're going to add some more greens. We're going to add the rest of the greens and stuff. We're going to put the rest of that in there. We got cucumber. Oh my God, I didn't know we had cucumber down there. Okay, we have cucumber. And we want to make sure, but again, we want to make sure that we are putting plenty of apple in there. I don't think I have enough apple in there. I really don't. And so we're going to put like a lot of apple because we have the onion that's going in there. We want to make sure that that the onion taste is not the primary or the most important taste. Now, we got plenty in there. That's for sure. Right? We got plenty in there. That is for sure. We can put that on there. We can open up this part and we can put the rest on top. So I'm going to take some of this and I'm going to put this over in here, right? But I really want to get this apple in there. And make sure that I have plenty of apple going in through there. So this we're going to take and put it in here. Right, we're going to put this in the juice. We're going to put the juice in the jar, and I have another jar. So trust me, this is not going to be a one and done cup of juice. I'm making enough juice for the week or for at least a couple of days. And the reason why I say that and why I can do that is because this is a masticating juicer. This is a slow juicer. So basically, what this juicer does is like a traditional juicer. Down in here would be a blade, right? So there's a blade in here, right? So the blade that you see, I'm going to show you a different blade that I have, but it's still the same, like this is a different blade because this is if you want thicker juice. If you're doing something like strawberries, mangoes, soft fruit, and you want to make it like a smoothie type of thing. So this is considered a smoothie strainer. But there's a juice strainer in there that looks similar to this, right? And this stays still. This stays still. This doesn't move. There is another piece inside of it. Hold on, I just need to get that out of there. There is another piece inside of it that actually pushes everything down and out. It pushes, so it crushes down all the juice against the side of the strainer, pushes the juice out and pushes down and out the pulp. It is such a beautiful, beautiful thing. And that is why, I don't know why I'm struggling with that. That is why I love doing this, right? That is why I love this juicer, because when you're using a traditional juicer and the blade is the thing moving and pulling the juice out, what happens is that the blade tends to cause friction and it heats. It'll eventually heat things up. So you can't make a big thing of juice. You would have to make small batches and you would have to drink the juice right away because of the friction. So when the friction is when all that friction is taking that juice out, it is it's heating it up, and you're losing, right? It's killing some of the nutrients, basically. When you're doing it this way, you're not it's not heating up anything. All it's doing is pressing the juice out of the pulp. It is pressing it down and separating the two. It's such a beautiful, beautiful process. It really, really is. So I'm going to pour this in here, and then I'm going to pour some of this in there, because we really want to make sure that we're mixing the juice. Because if we don't mix it, guess what? You're going to have bitter on one side and sweet on the other. Some of the nutrients might be in there, some of them might not. So we want to make sure that everything is kind of even. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. So as we are finishing up the rest of the juice, what I love about this juicer is that it actually allows me to be hands free, and I am just like, oh my gosh, I'm like so excited about that. Like, because when I used to juice, it was just I had to feed everything into the hopper, so I was constantly feeding stuff into the hopper, and then you would have to stop, and you would have to empty stuff out, and it was just a job. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my other Kuving, because I had a Kuving. I like Kuving, right? And so when I had my first slow juicer, it wasn't like this. It was just you just had to feed everything into the hopper, and I was like, oh gosh, this is. But when I was able to upgrade my juicer, oh my gosh, this is like the best thing ever. The best thing ever. So I would highly recommend this juicer. I would. This is something that I would definitely recommend to people who are looking to upgrade their juicer, want to invest in something better. For people who need to do more do other things while the juice is actually, because I just want to remind you, right? Like I'm retired, so I can do this. I can stand here all day and do this, right? But for people who are not retired, this might be a little bit too much. Standing here trying to get the juice in there, and like this might be all right. We gotta figure something else out, because this I can't stand here and juice all day, right? But again, if you are able to, and you have like a small, like 1.5 of these is going to fill up this jar right here. Like this is like, as you can see, it's a lot of juice, right? But I'm also drinking a lot of juice, right? Like I'm drinking a lot of juice, and I have to, I really got to let you know that juicing is one of the best things that I've ever done. Juicing allows you and gives you the opportunity to get nutrients into your body fast, to make sure that all those nutrients that we are missing, we're getting. To eat that amount of fruits and vegetables to get the nutrients that you need, it's a lot. It's a lot. Nobody can eat that many fruits and vegetables. That's why supplementing is good. I talk about supplementation on my channel. I talk about a lot of different things, but I tell you this, right? God made our bodies to heal, right? The Bible says, "Don't you know that that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit? You do not belong to yourself, right? So just know that a high price was paid so that you can have the freedom to live a life that is full of love and care and goodness and kindness and wealth and prosperity, because our health is where the wealth is at. If you, I don't listen, I don't care how much stuff you get. I don't care how much you can amass. If you don't have your health, you're not going to be able to enjoy that. So I want to thank you all. Before I let you go, right? I am going to. I want to taste the juice. I want you all. I want to taste it, and I want you all. I want to let you all know what it tastes like, because I know if you stay with me this long, you want to know too, right? And so, um, so let me get. I'm gonna get a glass, and I'm gonna pour some juice, right? Okay, and I'm gonna let you know how it tastes. Oh, that's good. Ah, that is good juice. Oh my gosh. So you can, and as it starts to go down, you could taste all the ingredients. Like you could taste, like even though you could taste, it's not the onion and the garlic, it's not overpowering. It's such a beautiful balance. Oh my gosh. Mm, that is so good. So if you like what you see, please like and subscribe to my channel. Share the information. Listen, I can only do what I can do. I'm me. Oh, and we have a workshop coming up called Healing Through the 12 Spiritual Principles of Nutritional Eating. I do a video on each of the principles of nutritional eating. And this workshop is an hour and a half. You can probably click on the link and sign up. But if you do sign up, while supplies last, you get a free copy of the 12 Spiritual Principles of Nutritional Eating, a biblical guide to living a life of prosperity, to living a prosperous and healthy life. So I love you guys. Be well, be inspired, and let God's Holy Spirit restore you to great health. Peace.